remember the last episode I talked about running that CLD. It is showing right here. Can't see it when the hatch is closed, so if that's something that would bother you, something to keep in mind. You can see if we close it, you can't really see it on either side. Now, I ran some panel inserts, scrap pieces that I had, whatever, on the outside. Okay. Down here, ran the CLD, got in these rivets really nice. Again, it doesn't have to be 100% coverage. This is more than enough. Now this is the 2-inch fiber mat. I'm going to lay this in here. I'm really excited. This is going to provide a really nice extra layer of protection. I shouldn't have taken this piece of foam off. I should have left that on. It's super sticky. It's not going to be coming off. I'll probably likely put a 1/2 inch of fiber mat on the top part. So again, this looks really good. It's going to make a significant difference once we get that back in. Now I put approximately, let's see, a little more than, excuse me, this is 4, I put about, this is the Resonix Guardian, I put 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4.5. This is the 5th piece, and I got the last 6th piece right there. So I'm treating this as a door, a large door. This stuff is designed for inside doors. It's very premium quality, feels really nice. You get 6 to a box. Okay, let me get a little adjusted here. So the CLD, I'm not really concerned about 100% coverage. You get to a point where, I'm probably at like 80% here, 85%, and that's just fine. You got to be really careful if you're doing in the corners or at all, because it will show when you put the back plastic trim piece that I showed you, so be wary of that. When it comes to putting this Resonix Guardian in these pockets, I actually have pieces up here. I've got pieces up here. You can see, let me, hold on one second. Get a full piece, stay with me. So I've got a full piece in my hand right here. You can get an idea of, look how big that is. That's how many pieces I was able to get in. So I've got about 4.5 in there. So you can just kind of, 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of material up in here. And I did notice a difference when I went for my test drive. I haven't gone for a test drive with the rear plastic trim yet, but I will give you guys an update. What I found is doing this is some of these connectors, like this one right here, you can pop that blue one out. That'll help you navigate your hand. I found myself putting one hand in over here, putting a piece in, like a 6-inch size piece, bending it, putting it in, and then putting my hand in, and then peeling off the backing of this, which is really, this is a very intense challenge, because you can't just put the piece with the back off in. It'll stick. This stuff's super sticky. It'll stick, and then you'll end up with foam on your fingertips, and then you pull the piece out. So literally fish my hands, laying inside the vehicle, and then once it's inside, peeling it, pushing it on. When you got to the top, I kind of crunched it almost like a cylinder and pulled it around. That's how I got up there. Again, sometimes I fed some pieces through here, feeding pieces through here. You really have to get creative with it. The best spots I was able to get done, I actually were in this corner. In this corner, came out really well. And actually, it goes all the way down there, and it goes pretty far down. So when I put the piece in and I peel the backing off, I just really push down hard to really maximize the area of coverage. There's some areas behind here, it's just almost impossible to get. You're only going to be able to go so far with this product. There's a couple spots, I probably could touch that up. I probably could touch up in the corners a little bit, and I am after this video. So if you're doing this, this is what it's going to look like, something like this. It's going to take a couple hours. I did take a measuring tape this time, and when you do the measuring, run the measuring tape through from right here and run it back, and okay, I'm hitting 6-inch mark. That means I need to cut the piece 6 inches. You just really have to take your time, be extremely patient with this, guys. This was probably one of the most difficult parts of this vehicle so far was this rear trunk area. So good luck.